Now at 5, state lawmakers say Florida's private property insurance market has collapsed. The situation is being described as a crisis.
Insurers are going bankrupt. Others are canceling policies and raising their rates. Investigator Lewis Bolden has been covering this issue. He is interviewing homeowners who say enough is enough.
I'm almost at the point that I'm ready to sell my house and just take an early retirement in another country, to be honest with you.
Steve Oswald is like many Florida homeowners. He says the last few months dealing with homeowners insurance has definitely taken its toll.
It is ridiculous just how it's gotten so out of control.
Oswald was one of the 140,000 policyholders who were with St. John's Insurance when the company was ordered liquidated.
Were you concerned at all when you heard that St. John's was going under?
Oh, absolutely.
He had been with St. John's for 10 years when he got this letter saying Slide Insurance would assume his policy. But a couple of months later, when his policy was up for renewal, he says the premium nearly doubled in price to more than $5,500 a year.
When you go shop for a new insurance, especially in today's market, all of a sudden you've got shock value when you go to look at what another company wants to charge you to cover you.
Oswald shopped around and said the quotes were mind-boggling, including this one for more than $7,000 a year. So he turned to Citizens.
They came in with the best options and one of the better prices for the year.
Citizens Insurance is state-backed and is supposed to be the insurer of last resort. And with prices from other insurers becoming cost-prohibitive, thousands are turning to them. Hundreds of thousands. The company tells News 6 they currently have 840,000 policies, and in March, we're adding 6,000 new policies per week. They say now they are adding 7,000 policies per week.
Can Citizens sustain this model?
And that kind of growth is unsustainable, for any market.
Michael Peltier is the spokesperson for Citizens.
The risk is not that Citizens is going to go away. That's not a risk at all.
Peltier says if a major storm hits and Citizens exhausts its surplus and its ability to pay claims, by law, Citizens would assess or increase rates for its policyholders first.
Then we can levy an assessment on all Florida property insurance owners, automobile owners, to help to make up the difference.
So the bottom line is the residents of Florida are going to end up footing the bill if things go awry.
Yes, that's the bottom line, and that's what we're trying to avoid.
Property owners like Oswald want to avoid it too, and he is calling on lawmakers to take action.
Lawmakers and state officials are, worried about a fight with Disney versus getting this insurance on. Let's get what's affecting the people first. Come back and deal with that later.
Now, legislators are planning a special session to deal with property insurance next month. The big question is, will they be able to come up with meaningful legislation to offer homeowners some relief? And relief is needed quickly because hurricane season is fast approaching. And Lisa Bell, I have to tell you, the last time I did a story about property insurance, you posed that question, what happens?
Because it's going to be us. Any person who owns a house or who owns a car in the state of Florida is ultimately footing the bill for these insurance companies that can't afford to stay in business.
Yes. So Citizens will not fail because all of us will keep them afloat.
It's a state
It's state
funded, state meaning taxpayer.
It'll
funded.
survive through our walls.
So you talked about the special session, and I know our producer wants us to move along because we've got so much to get to, but is that for sure going to happen? There's a special session right now. This is not on the list of things being discussed.
They are saying that there are some tidbits that are coming out, that it's still on the table. And a letter to the Speaker of the House and Senate President, Senator Jeff Brandes, wrote the special session should address the state's hurricane catastrophe fund in the short term to reduce rates. And he wrote the session should address reform for Citizens Insurance. So we have to wait to see how this is all going to play out.
All right,
in the meantime, a lot of homeowners really hurting right now.
Thank you so much.
No problem.